Collective knowledge creation is a social learning and teaching process rooted in the belief that all members in the community contribute valuable perspectives, understanding, and expertise, and it affirms the student's essential role in the creation of knowledge.
In this video, we will demonstrate ways to decenter the teacher, to validate students' lived experiences, and to amplify the student's voice.
Scene 1, Black History Month debate.
During the month of February, we intentionally begin each class learning about Black leaders and little-known Black history facts that have influenced American life. Did you know many celebrities, including Harry Belafonte, financially supported the civil rights movement?
Did you know that Colin Kaepernick and LeBron James are not the first American athletes to use the platform to lead protest movements, or that the 9 high school students challenged state law as they integrated an all-white school in Arkansas?
Now Tahila and I will debate argument questions using some of the information we've learned.
Question number 1. Are sports events the right platform for protests? Tahila, you argue the affirmative. Miles, you refute her argument.
I believe sports events are a great platform to promote social justice because athletes can use their celebrity and influence to support important issues and causes before a captive audience.
It is true that celebrities are able to attract captive audiences, but I think you should consider the risk of losing endorsements, advertising sales, or even a spot on the roster.
Excellent. Question number 2. Is Black History Month still relevant today? Miles, now you argue the affirmative, and Tahila, you challenge his argument.
Yes, Black History Month is still needed because people need to know that Black history is part of American history. The contributions of Black Americans need to be recognized and celebrated.
To celebrate Black History Month in 2021 is no longer relevant because we live in a diverse society where different groups have contributed to the United States of America. Why don't we celebrate those groups too? Scene 2, Mindful Moment.
In this next scene, we examine mindful moments using inspiring quotes. These can be inserted in the beginning or end of a lesson, or even as a transition point between parts of a lesson.
Our first quote today, a good education can change anyone. A good teacher can change everything. Tahila?
I noticed that this quote
Do you think that a good teacher contributes to a good part of education?
Yeah. This quote kind of like inspire teachers more to make it an easier and better way for teaching.
Miles, what do you think?
It reminds me of, this quote reminds me of my math class. I never really liked math, but this one my 6th grade teacher, she was very good, very nice, and whenever I had a question, she would answer it and tell me if I needed anything else. And I really feel like when you have a good teacher, something like math that most people don't really see as a fun subject can be fun and can change their perspective on the class.
Wow, really interesting. Yes, so the teacher could change the whole experience, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
Excellent. Next quote. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you.
This quote makes me feel empowered to take risks and not back down or like be shy to ask someone for help if like I have like this difficult problem or situation.
Excellent. Miles?
This quote makes me think about myself. kind of, in a way, because throughout this whole year, I've been determined to keep good grades and just try my best. And I think this quote is very true. If you don't want to learn, no one is going to help you. But if you're determined, no one can stop you from being the best you can be.
Excellent. So just summarize, just saying that even as distance learning, you don't have to be face to face to get your determination. You can also focus to determine on your own what you can and cannot achieve in or outside a classroom. Excellent job, Tahila and Miles.
Scene 3, student feedback.
Finally, we see how the Schoology discussion board can allow students to offer and receive meaningful feedback from their peers. So Tahila will talk about her argument, her position statement.
I believe that someone with a criminal past can change. In fact, they can make great changes in their lives and they can be known for the things they have achieved.
I really liked Tahila's presentation because she explained how past criminals or people that have gone to jail for something minor, they should still be able to get a second chance in life. And jail probably changed them for the better. They got to see how what they did was wrong and tried their best in changing. I really liked the criminal one because people can change. Just because they made one mistake shouldn't affect them being able to get a job to survive. I really liked the one about jobs for ex-felons. People think that when others do something bad, they will stay bad. People who get caught get the consequences, but they still can learn a lesson. Anyone can change and get a job. It's not impossible. People who made mistakes in the past can still change in the future. It shouldn't affect them from getting a job and having a happy family.
Tahila, how does it feel to hear comments from your peers?
I feel like I've learned more from them than anyone else. I've learned new things that I've never learned before. Yeah.
I believe we can save lives depending on whether we raise or lower the driving age. I see no reason why we should lower the age. It's good the way it is.
I really liked Miles Hamilton's essay on should driving age be lowered. In his essay, I can see that he uses mostly logos to support his statement. This has been a debatable question for many years now, and I personally agree with Miles that the driving age should stay the same. Finally, I have a question. If the rate of teens dying in car crashes is so significant, why should the driving age be increased? I like the should driving age be lowered by Miles Hamilton. It encourages teens to be safe and cautious. He gives reliable information for the numerous accidents that have happened with teens and how teens get easily distracted. This easily persuaded me. I really like should driving age be lowered by Miles. I agreed on most of his statement. Some teens suffer from mental health problems, and I don't think they should be able to drive at a younger age. I think more older and mature people with stable minds should be able to drive rather than younger immature teens.
Miles, how does it feel to hear comments from your peers?
It makes me feel happy that people agree with me and they see that and they just tell me that I did a great job, and it makes me want to keep going and just say what I have on my mind, say my opinion.
Cool. All right, so that's collective knowledge creation, student voice, decentering the teacher, and affirming that everyone has an essential role in creating knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.